This week on Pyle and Company.
Bake a napkin in my pancake. Stick a buzzer in your handshake. Making people cry and shout, that's what April Fool's is about.
Join both Robert Nash and Jacob Pyle for another exciting half hour of Pyle and Company, which starts right now. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from our studios in Tipton, Indiana, almost live, it's Pyle and Company. With your host, Jacob Pyle. And our man in Indianapolis, Robert Nash. Along with Mr. Nona as himself. And now, here's everybody's favorite April Fool himself, the star of Pyle and Company, Jacob Pyle! Sorry, let me try that again. And now, give it up for the star of Pyle and Company, Jacob Pyle! Jacob? Jacob, are you there? Jacob?
Ha ha, April Fools! Hello everybody and welcome to Pyle and Company. As you can plainly see, my name is not Jacob Pyle. I'm actually Robert Nash, coming to you live from the beautiful town of Indianapolis. If you guys have been watching Pyle and Company for the past 2 weeks, you know by now that our announcer Butch McCain is on vacation for a couple of weeks. He'll be back with us very shortly. You can count on it. And also, if you guys have been watching Pyle and Company for the past 2 weeks, you probably met our guest announcer. If you haven't met him yet, he's a terrific guy to work with, and if you're an avid TV watcher, you might realize that his voice does sound very familiar. Ladies and gentlemen, from the beautiful town of Burbank, give it up for our guest announcer, Steve Friedman. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Robert. I'm so glad to see you. I've been looking for Jacob Pyle. Have you seen him?
Yep, Steve, I've seen Jacob. In fact, Jacob and I are switching roles this week in honor of April Fool's Day, and he'll be with us later in the show.
Oh, gotcha. I was really worried there for a minute. Say, Jacob normally opens each week's show with a song. Do you have a song for us, Robert?
No, but I have a poem, though. Will that work?
Good enough for me. What's the name of your poem?
Well, Steve, I'm glad you asked. This week's poem is entitled Too Many April Fool's Choices, in honor of April Fool's Day. Hope you enjoy. Bake a napkin in my pancake. Stick a buzzer in your handshake. Making people cry and shout, that's what April Fool's is about. Try a prank, create some harm. Put a fake cast on your arm. A fire alarm's too mean a trick. But make nasty noises and pretend to be sick. You can make everyone look around just by saying, a man-eating hound. And it's definitely not against the rules to scream as loud as you can, April Fools.
That is a good poem, Robert. Say, who's going to be on the show this week?
Well, Steve, I'll be more than happy to tell you and all of you out there. We have with us, of course, our guest announcer, Steve Friedman, along with our usual cast of regulars, the star of Pyle and Company himself, Jacob Pyle, the one and only Mr. No Name. Are you ready for a good show, Steve?
Can't wait.
We'll be right back with more of our April Fool's edition of Pyle and Company right after this. Welcome back to Pyle and Company. Before we continue on with our show, Steve, can you give me a drum roll, please?
A drum roll? Sure. Why?
Well, I'm going to introduce Jacob, and I want to introduce him with style.
Sure thing, Robert. Hit it, fellas.
Okay, and now, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the guy you are here to see, my co-host and star of Pyle and Company, Jacob Pyle.
Well, thank you, Robert. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pyle and Company, and yes, my name is Jacob Pyle. I tell you something, We got you good, didn't we? We really did get you good. And I tell you what, let's keep this fun stuff going along this April Fool's Day with a song. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ain't got no trouble in my life, no foolish dream to make me cry. I'm never frightened or worried, I know I'll always get by. I heat up, I cool down. When something gets in my way, I go around it. Don't let life get me down. Gonna take it the way that I found it. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. They say that life is a circle, but that ain't the way that I found it. I'm gonna move in a straight line, keeping my feet firmly on the ground. I heat up, I cool down. I got words in my head, so I say them. Don't let life get me down. Catch a hold of my blues and just play them. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. Feel groovy, feel good. Gonna tell you I'm in the neighborhood. Gonna fly like a bird on a wing. Hold on to your hat on and sing, sing, sing. I eat up, I cool down. I got words in my head, so I say them. Don't let life get me down. Catch a hold of my blues and just play them. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music in me. I got the music in me, I got the music in me, I got the music, sweet music, I got the music in me. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. You know something? I love April Fool's Day. I like pulling, you would never know the number of pranks I've been pulled on in my past, and I thought it would be fun to pull that little prank on you with me and Robert switching roles. Wasn't that great? Okay, you of course, as you know, Butch McCain's on vacation this week, and Steve Friedman's filling in for him. I think Robert already mentioned that. You also did mention the people that's going to be on this week's show. And let me just say that Robert Nash, you're on the ball this week. Well, anyway, we're going to have some more fun and some more surprises for this April Fool's Day. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Pyle and Company. And now it's time for this week's Mr. No Name segment.
Excuse me, Robert.
Hey, Mr. No Name, what's up?
I thought since it's our April Fool's show, that me and the voice inside my head would like to switch roles.
You and the voice inside your head are switching roles?
That's right. I get to tell the voice inside my head jokes. And maybe it might get a chance to finally get rid of him.
Okay, well, good luck, Mr. No Name. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. No Name and the voice inside his head. Mr. No Name. He does have a voice inside his head.
Thank you, Robert.
Hi, Mr. No Name.
Hi, voice inside my head. I know it's you.
What's wrong with you today? You usually say, "Oh no," whenever I come in.
Well, I thought that we could switch roles today since it's April Fool's, where I get to tell you a joke.
You tell me a joke. Ha ha, good one.
No, really, I would like to tell you a joke.
Darn it. I wanted so bad to tell you a joke.
Well, let's try. Sir, you have got to help, said the cheerful man at the door. There is a family that I know very well that is in desperate need of money. The father has been out of a job for over a year. They have 5 kids at home with barely a bit of food to eat. The worst part is that they are about to get out of the house and they will be left on the streets without a roof over their heads. The man concluded with one last heart-wrenching sob. Well, said the man at the door, that really is a sad story. Why don't you come inside and we'll talk about it a little more. So how much money is needed exactly, asked the man when they were both seated. Oh, it's really terrible, said the man, starting up again. Why, just for the rent, $3,000 is needed by tomorrow, otherwise they'll be kicked out onto the streets. How do you know so much about the situation, asked the man as he reached for his checkbook. Well, said the man, breaking down once more, they are my tenants.
Oh no, I'm out of here. Bye.
Robert, did you hear that? I got rid of my voice inside my head.
Well, congratulations, Mr. No Name.
Not so fast. You think telling a joke would get rid of me forever and ever? Don't you? Well, April Fools.
Oh no, you're joking, right?
No.
Back to you, Robert.
Poor Mr. No Name. Thank you very much. We'll be back with more of Pyle and Company after this.
Welcome back to Pyle and Company. We still have some extra time on our show this week, so we have another Throwback Saturday segment for you. And in this clip from 2013, J.R. Clifton has a poem for you entitled When I Became a Man. So let's go back to 2013 as J.R. Clifton recites this meaningful poem. We have J.R. Clifton with us again, and he's going to read a poem to us. But before we get started, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, J.R.
My name's J.R. Clifton. I like to have fun. I like to make people laugh and generally have a good time.
That's cool. J.R. Clifton, about a couple weeks ago, showed us a video of Clayton Jennings reciting his own version of this special poem that you're about to hear. It was so special that I asked J.R. to recite the poem for us. Here to recite the poem, When I Became a Man, is J.R. Clifton.
Thank you, Jacob. When I became a man, I put away childish things. But before I became a man, I didn't always fit the shoes of a king. I was a child trying to find his way. The toys I played with kept my eyes occupied and left my eyes in a lustful, boyish frenzy. My playmates had long legs, short skirts, and soft skin. They cared enough to lie down and wallow with me often. Jezebel turned out to be my very best friend. I'd look into her eyes before ever seeing the sunrise, every time I paid her a visit and slept in. Before I became a man, I saw how God made Adam from dust, so likewise I tried to make love out of lust. I didn't know any better. I was taught by example. Let your mouth spit game, but never let your heart say much. I treated his daughters like beauty pageant contestants. There would be zero return on their investments. Proverbs 31 was never a criterion for my selection. keep in mind this was before I became a man. Before I became a man, I would unlock my curse and throw away the key. I allowed anger to set up a construction company inside of me. Bitterness never rested. It left no time wasted. Whether Father loved me or not, all I could regurgitate was hatred. I became allergic to showing any form of compassion before I became a man. I was much shorter, not just in height but in spiritual insight, because I never had a picture, nor did Pixar ever have a film showing me what God's man really looked like. But when I became a man, I learned how to love Father God right back. Even though I'm good at falling short of the glory, I reflect on my story. Through my praise, I'll self-publish a testimony. When I became a man, I learned how to cry, because I'm not ashamed of my tears. Since I became a man, I'm no longer afraid of the dark. I'll wrap my hands around James 5:16, confess, pray, and heal my heart. I have discovered something, that there are medicinal qualities right down to the corridor of introspection. When I became a man, I learned how to love her, my Esther, my Ruth. I learned how to honor her like she was Jesus' mother, because one day she'll be pregnant with the seed that will transport my legacy, so that my God and my name will both have longevity, even after they bury me. I could not love her before because I was not able. My insecurities and my perfectionism had me looking in on the next best player that was checking in at the scorer's table. How could I possibly be her covering when I was an umbrella with holes in it? But I learned to love her like I ought to, because I want him to be my father and my father-in-law, since that's his daughter. When I became a man, I learned to love my brother. I'll share my heart, my hug, and my hallelujah, because a hug and a hallelujah without my heart leaves room for his spirit to respond with, I never knew you. I became a man so that when he became a man, he would know a man who picked up the gospel and put the toys away when I became a man.
J.R. Clifton, thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem.
Thank you, JR. We'll be back with more Pyle and Company after this.
We're always looking for special guests to appear on upcoming episodes of Pyle and Company. If you'd like to be a special guest on our program, leave us a note on our Contact Us section of our Pyle and Company website at www.pyleandcompany.weebly.com. Or you can leave us a message on our Pyle and Company Facebook page. Or you can send us an email to jacobpyle@jtpyle1@aol.com. Please include your name along with your email address and your telephone number.
Welcome back to Pyle and Company. We're going to do something a little bit out of our regular routine this week, as they say, and do a tribute. As you can, and this song I'm going to do is in honor of a man who has made all of Indiana the safest place to live. I'm only talking about Deputy Sheriff Carl Kuntz, who has left this world way too soon. He got killed in the line of duty on March the 20th of 2016, and I want to sing a special song. It's not only a tribute to Deputy Kuntz and his family, but it's just a pure reminder of what this world has come to and how important it is, just for one day at least, to have good news in our lives. This song I'm about to sing is an Anne Murray song, and I was going to sing the original version, but when I was looking up the lyrics, I came across a more or less updated version of the song written by U2 personality. And after reading it, I think it's just as true now as it was when the song first came out. The song is called A Little Good News, and I hope you like it. Plugged in this morning, soon those sad reports began. The first headline explained about the fighting in Afghanistan. Other articles complained about the bad economy. It keeps getting worse, you see. The greed just needs to end already. There's a featured video on the YouTube homepage now. Some teens being bullied and the commoners joke around. Just once show me kids that get along today. No matter how much they weigh, no matter if they're straight or gay. Oh, tell me, nobody spent their whole life savings on the doctor's bills they owed. Nobody got fired, nobody got their own sweet home foreclosed. No wives were beaten, no husbands cheating and getting away. We sure could use a little good news today. Check again this evening, but it's just what I expect. Some children missing, some new terrorist suspect. How I wanna hear them talk about a turn to cleaner fuels, and how they fixed up the schools, how everybody followed rules. Oh, tell me, no innocent man was jailed, no killer walked free from court. And after a disaster, all that flooded in was money and support. And nobody had to kill themselves because they love life every day. We sure could use a little good news today. Nobody spent their whole life savings on the doctor bills they owed. Nobody got fired, nobody got their own sweet home foreclosed. No wives were beaten, no husbands cheating and getting away. We sure could use a little good news today. We still could use a little good news today. Thank you.
Pyle and Company will return after these messages. If you want to watch more episodes of this show, go to www.pyleandcompany.weebly.com. And please don't forget to like us on our Facebook page as well. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Steve. Jacob and I had such a fun time this week switching roles with you. I think we pretty much fooled everybody, don't you think?
Yep, I sure did.
Alrighty, as always, before we go, we would like to thank our guest announcer, Steve Friedman, for joining us this week. If you want to find out more information about Steve Friedman, go to www.stevefriedmanvoicetalent.com. That's www.stevefreedmanvoicetalent.com. And of course, I would like to thank our usual cast of regulars for making this April Fool's Day special. Yours truly, Robert Nash, the one and only Mr. No Name. Pyle and Company will return back to normal next week with more songs, skits, and a whole lot more. We hope you guys can join us then. Take it away, Jacob.
What a difference you made in my life. What a difference you made in my life. You're my sunshine day and night. Oh, what a difference you made in my life.
Live from Indianapolis, I'm Robert Nash. Thanks as always for joining us. Have a great rest of your April Fool's Day weekend. And please, don't pull too many pranks. Good night, Jacob.
Good night, Robert. And live from our studios here in Tipton, I'm Jacob Pyle. Until next week, good night, and God bless my friends.
The voice inside Mr. No Name's head was portrayed by Jeffrey Pyle. The preceding program has been pre-recorded before a live audience. For Pyle and Company, I'm Steve Friedman.